Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are taking a trip down memory lane. We are checking out LeBron James' The Decision, which is back from July 8th of 2010, man. I thought it'd be kind of fun to revisit this just because, my memory of it at the time was kind of fogged. I remember being very intrigued about where, LeBron was going to go. I really did think he was going to return to Cleveland around that time, man, but, yes, also, it was kind of like the beginning of the end for my Detroit Pistons, so I was kind of more concerned about that in the moment. But, yeah, let's go ahead, check this out. If you were, relatively old around the time that happening, as, having, memory and stuff, do you remember it? What were your thoughts about it at the time, man? I've been very curious to know about that in the comment section below. Also, just gotta say, bro, I'm really trying to grow this channel. If you are new to this video, if you're watching me for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. I miss the days, man, of getting 300 new subscribers a day, man. It's just good memories, good memories. We're gonna bring that growth and those memories and good positive vibes back. Let's get it.
But he is on pins and needles across the country, particularly those teams who are in the running.
He got the Boys and
LeBron
Girls Club in the
James.
background.
Ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?
Left it at home. I left.
So what's new? What's been going on with you this summer?
What's new?
Man, this whole free agent experience.
I can't believe this happened.
What have you thought about this process?
This process has been everything I've thought.
I'm not going to react to it on here, but look up Steve Carell's The Decision, parody. I love it. I love it.
And more, and that's what I did
about
a
every
few years
time.
ago. I put myself in a position to have this process where I can hear teams' pitches and figure out what was the best possible chance.
And he hasn't stopped doing that ever since.
Ultimately win and to ultimately be happy.
You were able to be recruited because you went straight to the NBA from high school. So have you enjoyed this recruiting process now?
Well, I have enjoyed it, and I want to thank
Little
all
wine
six
dine.
teams that I had an opportunity to sit down with and hear what they had to say, and my team, they hear what we had to say also. It's been an unbelievable experience, a real humbling experience to be in this position.
What did you expect? Because we've seen 30-foot billboards. We've seen teams clear out all kinds of cap space.
Oh, man.
We have seen
That would actually be an interesting video to look back and see how LeBron's decision affected other teams. Other teams in that moment that clear out the cap space that just got screwed. I'd like to see a summary of that.
Made about you and for you in part of their pitch. President Obama, for crying out loud, 7 times has commented that he'd like to see you go to Chicago. What did you expect from this process?
Well, certain things like that is one thing you can't control.
Him and D Rose?
I expected to be able to go through this process, to be able to sit down with my team and sit across from other teams and hear how they feel with me being a part of their team can help them win and can ultimately help others win. And the process was everything.
And get a championship,
and
too.
More. And like I said before, I just thank all those teams to come to Cleveland and us have those interviews and us have that process.
I think that's the most important thing to note is at this point LeBron did not have a ring, and he just wasn't seeing the vision of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Antoine Jameson and Larry Hughes and whoever else they had, man. I think they had Anthony Parker. I actually like Anthony Parker. He was a bucket on the Raptors.
How many people know your decision right now?
Not many. It's a very, very small number.
What about Woj?
I probably could count it on my fingers.
One hand or 2 hands?
Let's say one.
When did you decide?
I think I decided this morning.
Wow.
I decided this morning. I went day to day on, I wake up one morning as this team. I wake up another morning as this team. And, it was a process that,
I want to know a list. LeBron, please. I know we'll never get the answer, but I would love to know who else was on that list. I want to know the specific order of it was so close between these two teams right here. I bet you the Bulls were his other option, man. I really do.
That was going to happen. Where I may feel like this is the best opportunity for me, or it's not the best opportunity for me.
But I can see him not wanting to be
this
in the
morning,
shadow of Jordan either.
I woke up. I had a great conversation with my mom, and once I had that conversation with her, I think I was set.
So the last time you changed your mind was yesterday?
The last time I changed my mind was probably in my dreams. And when I woke up this morning, I knew it was the right decision.
So does the team that you're going to, that you'll announce in a few minutes, do they know your decision?
They just found
I don't know, but his shirt kind of gives me South Beach vibes, man. I think the answer was within his shirt all along.
They just found out.
Yeah.
So the other 5 on pins and needles, they don't know. They'll be listening to this.
Right.
Who in this process, LeBron, have you taken advice from, and who has had the biggest influence?
I've taken a lot of advice from my friends and family.
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
My agent LeBron has been great. A lot of people that I, excuse me, that I look towards in a time of need or for advice, and you know, but ultimately they looked at me and said that you ultimately have to live with your decision that you're going to make, and you have to do what's best for you, for your family, and for you to ultimately be happy.
What was the major factor, the major reason
Winning.
in your decision?
I think the major factor and the major reason in my decision was the best opportunity for me to win, and to win now, and to win into the future also. You know, and winning is a huge thing for me, Jim. You know, ever since, I mean, I was a rookie or even in high school, and we always talked, you know, that was the #1 thing for me, help my teammates get better and just wanting to win. And I've done some great things in my 7 years, and I want to continue.
GMs take that for
How deep of
granted.
an evaluation do you have to do to go through?
GMs think they can kind of, you know, man, just like throw like a piss poor roster around a great player, just thinking just like, oh, he'll make it work. But it's like, it's just not that. It's just not that.
through that to figure out tomorrow, next year, and beyond
How much do y'all think Vitamin Water played for that product placement right there, by the way? I'm just wondering.
that equation, that winning?
Well, one thing you can't control is you never know. You never know. You want to put yourself in a position.
Do you want a
where you
vitamin water
feel
now?
it's
Damn.
the best
Oh,
opportunity.
man, I want a vitamin
But
water.
saying I can win a championship.
Still
next
working,
year,
years
or saying
later.
I can win it the year after. Those are things that you don't know until you go out there and actually play the game. But you have to put yourself in the right position to be able to compete and also accomplish the goals that you set out for.
Right?
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
No, I don't have any doubts at all.
Would you like to sleep on it a little longer, or are you ready to make this decision?
You better
I've
just-
slept enough, or the lack of sleep.
You still a nail biter?
I have a little bit, not of late.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants
Detroit
to know.
Pistons. Detroit Pistons.
What's your decision?
Detroit Pistons.
And this fall, man, this is very tough.
Come on, Detroit.
And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
Oh!
And join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion.
Man, I thought he was going to pick Detroit.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win, and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to
Dwayne
win
Wade, man.
5
LeBron
games in a row
James.
or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships, and I feel like I can compete down there.
Was it always
Steph Curry
in your
says
plan
hello, but that's a
to
little bit
go
later down the
play
road. Just a little bit
Dwayne
later.
Wade and Chris Bosh?
Well, I mean,
A little bit later.
I'm looking forward to it. To say it was always in my plans, I can't say it was always in my plans because I never thought it was possible. But the things that the Miami Heat franchise have done to be able to free up cap space. And
Bro,
to
this is
be able to
hype,
put
man. They should
yourself
do this
in
for
a
every
position
free
this
agent.
summer to have all 3 of us, you know, it was hard to turn down. I mean, you know, those are 2 great
Imagine this being done for like literally any player in the NBA. Like, imagine that being like Stanley Johnson. He's like, yeah, I'll be signing a 10-day contract with the Los Angeles Lakers.
players, 2 of the greatest players that we have in this game today. And, you know, you add me, we're going to be a really good team.
I feel like it's a missed marketing opportunity.
The 3 of you
As
will
opposed to
share
just doing
now
like a tweet.
the spotlight and the limelight. And in many ways, you're going to Dwayne Wade's team. He's been in Miami. He's won a championship. How do you think you'll be able to fit in and possibly not be the headliner all the time?
Well, for me,
he'll
it's
be
not
all right.
about sharing. You know, it's about everybody having their own spotlight and then just doing
Well, that's
what's best
sharing,
for the
isn't
team.
it?
You know, at this point, D. Wade he's the unselfish guy here. To be able to have Chris Bosh and then LeBron James to welcome us to his team, it's not about.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Chris Bosh was not announced to go to Miami at that point yet, and he just like accidentally said it like that? Oh yeah, also Chris Bosh is joining too.
an individual here. Because if that was the case, D. Wade wouldn't have asked us to join him, or we wouldn't have asked him if it was okay to come down there. It's not about individuals. It's about a team, and that's what this game is about.
How do you explain this to the people?
Yo, I kind of want to do a rebuild of that team, except assume LeBron didn't go there. Because I'm wondering, like, what would they have done with that money? Like, what would they have done with, like, a core of Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, but still having, like, a max contract spot to spend?
in Cleveland.
Might be a video idea. Sounds fun.
I mean, it's heartfelt for me. You know, it's hard to explain, but at the same time, my heart in the 7 years that I've gave to that franchise, to that city, was everything. I mean, those 20,000 plus fans that came out every
And you'll
night
be
we
back.
played, and they seen me grow from an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man, and I never wanted to leave Cleveland, and my heart will always be around that area.
Bro, that had to have been such a
But I
punch to
also
the
feel
gut
like, this
from
is
Cleveland fans.
the greatest challenge for me.
If you are a Cleveland fan and you remember that time, let me know in the comment section below what your reaction was. I'm very curious.
Is to move on.
What was the major reason for leaving the Cavaliers?
Well, I don't even see it as, it's not like leaving Cleveland is the whole logistic of it. It's about joining
Ownership.
forces with the other two guys that I feel like I respect their game the most, and I feel like we have a great chance of winning and winning for multiple years. Like I said before, this is a very emotional time for me. I know it's emotional for the fans.
You
and
guys
also,
see him tearing up a little
for
bit.
the area. And
He does
if it was the
genuinely
perfect
mean
world,
that.
I would have loved to stay. You know, because I've done so many great things for that team. They've done so many great things for me. But I feel like it's time to change.
What do you think will be the fans' reaction back there, and will you still live in Akron?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure.
Got me in the second half there, coach. Where do you still live? In Akron.
You know, they can have mixed emotions, of course. But it's going to
The
be a lot
burning of
emotions
jerseys,
not
which I
understanding
never
why.
support.
And then you're going to have the real friends that love me for who I am. But for me, being from Akron, Ohio, and
Fan switch-up
loving
is a
Akron,
huge
Ohio,
problem in
it's
the
always
NBA.
home for me. I'm going to still live there. I'm going to always be home. And Akron, Ohio was always home to me in that area.
Eric Spoelstra is the coach. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh said that he will be the coach. Have you been told that he will be your coach, or has Pat Riley in your meetings indicated that he might come back to the bench?
No, Eric Spoelstra will be the coach. And,
As he should have been.
You know, that's what, Pat said that. And Eric is a great young coach. He has
And now he's a great
mentor,
old
Pat.
coach.
I mean, if you need something to bounce off,
One of the best underrated coaches, I would say, in NBA
because
history
Pat has
even,
been
man.
through
He's a good
everything.
coach.
From to the highest level to the lowest level, so he knows everything about it. But I respect Eric, and I respect the coaching staff. I respect Coach Spoelstra and everything that he's going to do, and try to put us in the right position to win it all.
Ever want to go through this again?
This is
Maybe
this
not
is
like
tough.
this.
It's very tough because you feel like you let a lot of people down. You've raised a lot of people's expectations also. But it was a tough decision because I know how loyal I am. And one thing my mother told me when I was going through this process, and what ultimately helped
Let's
me
hear
make
it.
my decision, is you have to do what's best for you and what's going to make you happy at the end of the day, because no one can live with the consequences or anything that comes with your decision besides you. And
That's
once I
important.
heard that from my mother, the person that I always look to for guidance, it was easy.
You told me
There's a
that-
boundary between doing what's right for you and, also not self-sabotaging yourself, too. Like, you got to do what's right for you in the end of the day, as opposed to just doing what people think you should do. So I get that.
she
I
had a
get
major influence when you called her this morning. You didn't believe the reaction she would have would be the one that you got. Can you share what she said to you this morning?
Well, absolutely. Like I said, when I called my mother, I thought I would hear a different reaction. But when her reaction was it was a great move, because she felt it was going to ultimately make me happy. It wasn't about being in Miami. It wasn't about playing alongside Chris and playing alongside Dwayne,
Maybe a little bit.
who she believed are two great basketball players, because she loved the game. But she felt it was going to make me happy. And
All right, guys, that's the end of the video right there. That was fun. That was fun to go back and look at. So that's all we got. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.